Um, Hello everyone, this is Dr. Daya Prasad Kulkarni, Director of Arogya Seva. I'm sure many of you are volunteers. This message is specifically for volunteers who are talking to family members who are on several of the WhatsApp support groups that are trying to find beds for patients desperately. There are multiple groups that have popped up everywhere. There are so many individuals who are working day and night continuously without even sleeping, trying to figure out and find beds for patients. This is a great thing. Thank you, all of you, for being able to do this. You're all doing an amazing job. But I want to tell you something here that as you understand, then the burden of cases are continuously increasing, but the number of beds are not in Bangalore. People are now starting to seek beds in Mandya, in Mysore, in Kolar, in Tumkur, and so on. They're going out of the city because it's absolutely impossible to find beds in Bangalore. Even doctors themselves are struggling, are trying to find beds, and it doesn't matter who it is, there are no beds. And despite all of this, there is this urgency for ventilator beds, for ICUs. There is a lot of panic and frenzy among people the moment they get diagnosed. If it is in a few days that they have not recovered and the oxygen saturation is in their 80s, a lot of them are trying to find ventilator beds and posting messages on these groups that urgent, we need ventilator beds. I want to tell you something about the disease and about ventilators. This is not a cut that you have. When you have a cut, like a wound, you end up putting a band-aid and then the bleeding stops immediately, or you put stitches and the bleeding stops, and then you can peel off the band-aid next day and it's fine, right? But putting somebody on a ventilator is not like putting a band-aid on. Once you put somebody on a ventilator, most of the time, 7 to 8 times out of 10, they do not survive. So it is not a quick fix. Putting somebody on a ventilator or intubating them or getting them an ICU bed does not mean that they will be cured the next day. So all of you, please try to understand that. A lot of people think that the moment their family or their loved ones are diagnosed and their oxygen saturation starts to fall slightly below maybe 90, they start panicking and they think that they have to get a ventilator bed because that is the cure for corona. Getting a ventilator or putting somebody on an ICU bed is not a cure for corona, right? That is only for patients who are serious, whose SATs are dropping drastically, whose condition is deteriorating clinically, have other comorbid conditions. That is when, as a last resort, we have to put them on a ventilator. Till then, any kind of supportive care to stabilize them, to give them time and opportunity, to give the body to recover, is most important, to support them through that process for as many days. The disease itself has a life, right? It progresses over a certain number of days and then it starts to taper down. So it's not going to go away in 3 days, 4 days, 5 days. It can go on up to 10 days, 12 days, 14 days when they have symptoms. So you have to have patience. If the patient is clinically doing good, they are not in distress, their saturations are anywhere between 88, 90, 100, 88, 90, 92, 85, with oxygen support, it is okay. As long as you're monitoring them, they are clinically not deteriorating, they are not in distress, and they don't have any other serious comorbid conditions, you don't have to panic and look for a ventilator bed. The burden on the system is so much that there are absolutely no beds anywhere. So please don't, unless I understand that a lot of you have lost faith in the system, have lost faith in doctors, but until and unless there is a clear clinical need for a ventilator, if somebody is actually deteriorating and their SATs are falling, and a doctor advises you saying that it is critical, you have to find a ventilator bed, and that's what support this patient needs. Until then, please don't panic and please don't go seeking a ventilator bed. It burdens the system so much. It also creates a frenzy in all of these groups that we have, that same message is posted across 50 groups and all of the volunteers are then seeking beds for that one particular person, whereas there may be another critical person who may be left out in that process. So please try to understand that if the patient is stable, is doing good, is resting and is saturating even around 88, 90, it is okay. Give them time to recover, give them time to go through the process, support them during that time with good hydration, good nutrition. And once again, I want to reiterate, ventilation is not like putting a band-aid and you can't just take it off the next day. Most patients don't come out of a ventilator, so please don't insist on a ventilator because you feel that is a cure for COVID. Thank you so much. This is all I have to say about ventilators.